Dorothy O'Reilly, and I'm your Booster Club president. I want to recognize some things we have successfully accomplished with the Booster Club money this year. Outside of each sport receiving individual requests, we have provided our athletes with many safety needs. The weight room received new equipment. A new net system for volleyball is in the works. We provided athletes with additional camp opportunities. We have video software for sports and many other countless things. I want to say thank you to all the Booster Club members, parents, and volunteers. Without you, this would not be possible. My officers, Katie, Mindy, and Kendall, thank you very much. I want to thank the custodial staff who helped with setup and clean up as well. Russ for catering another great meal and setting another record. We're not going to serve in 10 minutes next year, Russ. We're going to stay at 14:50. Judy for providing her time and patience in the concessions, and Sheila Stair and Michelle Goodman for doing so much for the Booster Club behind the scenes. Lastly, I want to congratulate the athletes on their seasons, for this is what we come to celebrate tonight. Celebrate you guys, your success, and some of you, your final season of high school sports. Thank you for coming, and now I turn it over to our athletic director, Coach Weedy.
Thank you, Dorothy. Welcome again, everybody. A great introduction right there. This is a great night, a great opportunity to recognize our student athletes, particularly to celebrate our graduating seniors one last time. And I was kind of thinking of tonight and just how crucial preparation is. Preparation is so important in sports. Athletes train, they practice on their own so that they're ready for difficult opponents, any situations. Our most celebrated athletes, they spend hours preparing and training. Our coaches game plan, strategize, constantly fine-tuning things, their approaches to practices and games. Being unprepared in sports is a one-way street to disaster. And athletes and coaches here at Goodhue are generally outstanding at preparing. But it seemed this year the most important factor to having success was our ability to roll the punches, our ability to be flexible from the constant changes and factors that we didn't have any control over. And of course I am talking about this terrible weather. Every season this year, we think about it now, but every season this year was marred by bad weather. It affected all of us. Football practices held indoors. How many of those happened? Cross-country meets lost and canceled. I mean, we had volleyball parents' night in this gym, pitch black, due to a storm, a power outage. Constant snow days, and then more snow days, and then freezing cold days in the winter led to crazy schedules of makeup games throughout the winter. And now the spring, well, this has almost become the new normal for us, these crazy reschedules. So these factors are out of our control in sports, and similarly in life. And ordinary people would be forgiven if they moped a little bit or threw their hands up in disgust or used them as excuses for poor performances. Maybe the greatest success of our Goodhue athletes and coaches this year has been the way that they have responded to these uncontrollables, the way that our teams responded with resilience, our players reacted with positivity, and our coaches did all they could to turn these negatives into positive learning experiences. Now, every school in the state has these uncontrollables and faces these adversity, but I would say few responded to them the way that our coaches and athletes and parents did here at Goodhue. And those are the skills that are going to last, they're going to come with you. And for that, I congratulate all of you. In an effort here to speed things up, I'd like to offer a lot of thank yous to some people that benefit all of us as coaches and as athletes and as parents. It starts with the Booster Club, who put on this great event for us. We're very thankful for them and the money that they donate to our teams and our programs and our kids. That extends to all the people that help with the concession stand. I know they were kind of mentioned, and Judy was kind of mentioned, but we all of us in these athletic programs really appreciate that. Our office staff and Sheila did just an incredible job this year of just going above and beyond to help us get ready for this and help me get ready for this. Our custodial staff, Karen, Marla, Chuck, Barry, Molly, and now Mike Curdy, we thank you. We were grateful for Schaefer Transportation to get us to and from our games. Our teams received great media coverage. News Record, I believe Photo Faye is here. We'll be taking some pictures today. K-Wing and KDHL, the Rochester media do a great job. And of course, they'd only be scrimmages if we didn't have the officials that work our game, not only at the varsity level, but in the lower levels as well. I am very appreciative of those. In fact, we're grooming a couple current athletes right now. Same with us. I think they're on their way to be great officials. They're on their way. Close. I'd like to recognize our administrators and our school board for their support of the athletics in our school, because they recognize the unique value that athletics bring. And lastly, we have so many volunteers that work in our school that help our kids, whether it's in youth and high school, and without our volunteers making improvements to our fields and facilities, we wouldn't have the fun that we're able to. Okay, we're about to bring up our first program and begin presenting awards. Some little instruction, like I said, it's a different format this year, a little bit of change. So when a new sport is introduced, we'll ask the speakers, of course, to come up onto the podium, come on up the steps. While that's happening, coaches, use a little sneaky door over there. You can come on up to the chairs. We call it the on-deck circle. So come on up there so you're ready. Student speakers, you worked very hard, you're prepared with your speeches, you've done a great job. When you're done, introduce your coach across to start. And then you may remain on stage until your teammates are brought up. Coaches, when you do start, first thing you should be doing is bring up all your team. Bring up the whole team up here that you're recognizing. Do that quickly, read through their names quickly, and then go through your awards. Remember, the captains have already done the recap and the highlights. Audience, please hold your applause until the major awards are given out, such as most improved or most valuable, something like that, as well as the end of the coach's presentation. So hopefully that didn't speed things up, but no one needs to feel rushed as this goes on. So let's bring up our first group, perhaps our most positive athletic program that we have, our adaptive bullet team, and their captains, Chelsea Lexvold, Ethan Ponce, and Gage Robinson.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Lexvold.
And I'm Ethan Fox.
And I'm Gage Robinson. We are the members of the Goodhue County Gophers Adaptive Bowling Team. This is the 5th year of the program. We practice 2 nights a week in Red Wing, and we bowl 2 games each night.
And my favorite thing about bowling is all the friends I have met who cheer me on each week. Also my coach who pushes me to do better each week.
Our favorite part of the season was seeing our friends in Lake City, meeting our amazing new teammates, Alex getting a turkey on the 10th frame on our last practice.
Last night was our last night of practice, and we had bowl with a buddy night, Mr. Thomas. And I was on the phone with the people trying to fix my phone for about an hour, and all of a sudden I hear screaming. Alex got a turkey. Great, first turkey of the season.
This Friday is our state tournament in Brooklyn Park. And now, I would like to introduce our coach, Jess Ferguson.
All right, thank you. As they mentioned, we bowl 2 nights a week in Red Wing. We do 2 games a night, and all of our scoring is submitted online. So we don't actually get to see the other teams until we travel to Lake City and compete with our neighboring town, and then also our state qualifier. And this year we had competed with Lake City, Houston, Hayfield, and Goodhue at the qualifier. So that was pretty fun to get in the live setting and see some other kids doing the same thing we're doing. We've enjoyed the season tremendously, and we really want to say thank you to the Booster Club and to the Trulin family for the generous donations that have helped allow us to have our pizza parties and our bowl with the bunny nights. Those are obviously the highlights of their night, when they can invite a friend to come and bowl with them and have pizza afterwards. I'd like to bring the team up here right before we get ready to do awards. I've got Jesse Mosser, Gage Robinson, Cody Bergenson, Katie Langfeld, Tyler Trulin, Logan Gherkin, Caden Stump, Gage Goranson, Carter Bradford, Chelsea Lexvold, Alex Medina, Logan Grzinski, Grace Kohlenhofer, and Ethan Fox. If you guys all want to line up right in the front here, we're going to get you some awards in just a minute. Thanks, guys. A lot of our team had a really busy track and field day today, and so some are exhausted and couldn't be with us tonight, but they are definitely still a part of our team. We wanted to mention them as well. And really quick, before I give this year's award winners, I just want to give a shout out to our last year state tournament results because it occurred after the banquet. Ethan Fox, if you want to give a little wave, he came home with a 9th place medal in singles division. Carter Bradford, Logan Grzinski, Alex Medina, Jesse Mosser, all were state participants. For the ASD team, Tyler Trulin, Alex Medina, Ethan Fox, Logan Grzinski, all placed for participants in the ASD team. CI singles, we had Aaliyah Sonnenberg, and PI boys singles, we had Will Fox, Logan Gherkin. Girls singles, we had Chelsea Lexvold, and doubles, we had Logan Gherkin and Chelsea Lexvold. So last year we had 8 contestants advancing to state, qualified for state. This year we have 12. So I'm very excited to announce that Chelsea Lexvold, Logan Gherkin, and Grace Kohlenhofer qualified in both of their divisions and will be competing on Friday with the rest of the team in Brooklyn Park. All right, and at this time I would like to give out our letter awards, and we have a little souvenir gift for you all as well. Mrs. Austin will greet you with it when I call your name. Jesse Mosser, Gage Robinson, Cody Bergenson, Katie Langfeld, Tyler Trulin, Logan Gherkin, Caden Stump, Gage Goranson, Carter Bradford, Chelsea Lexvold, Alex Medina, Logan Grzinski, Grace Kohlenhofer, and Ethan Fox. I'd also like to take this moment to thank Maddie Kennedy and Lexi Ferguson for being our managers this season. They've helped us out tremendously. They are the behind-the-scenes entering scoring with me and helping to make our bowling stickers and all the little jobs that we have to do. They're right there ready to do it. And they just really enjoy volunteering their time and spending with this group. So it's a lot of fun to have them along. Another thank you I want to mention is our support staff. We have Dawn, Carrie, Stacia, Maddie, Karen, Pam, Gary, Brenna, and Ashlyn. And obviously we all take turns on different days, but we truly could not run this program without our support staff. So I really want to say thank you to all of them. I know they can't all be here tonight, but again, they play a tremendous role in this program as well. So we thank you for that. And one more quick round of applause for the bowling team, and then I will introduce the Play Target representatives.
Trap shoot started 6 years in Goodhue with only 10 kids. This year we have around 40-ish, I think. And that's grades from 7 through 12. The USA High School Play Target League has grown from 30 participants, 3 teams, way back in 2007 in one state, and now has 26,500 participants and 804 teams in 20 states, and is still growing, which is the largest growing sport.
Yeah. Trap shooting can be for anyone. If you've never held a gun, We shoot a gun every day, and it's really fun to do. Our main priorities are safety, fun, and marksmanship. In our conference, we have some leaders. We have Connor Ryan is ranked 5th with an average of 22.8. Trent Stimmen is ranked 11th with 21.8, and Braden Hitch is ranked 19th with a 21.2. And overall, right now, we are ranked 5th in Section 4A, Conference 5. So, Eugene, come on, you're a big man.
I'm not prepared very good. I've been in the cornfield planting. Made the conference out of the number of shooters. So every conference has the same number of shooters. So in our conference this year, it's Jordan, St. Charles, Holdingford, Sauk Rapids, Goodhue, Sinley, South St. Paul. The first week we shot really well. We were second. We were only 2 birds behind Jordan. Next 2 weeks we struggled a little bit, and so we're only in our 3rd week out of 5 weeks, so I do not have any awards. I'd like to recognize a couple of, I'd like Connor Ryan to come up. He shot a 25, and last night he got his second 25. It's a perfect score, so congratulations. And I seen him miss bird 25 for his 3rd 25. But I'd like to recognize the kids that got 24. 24 is special too. Wyatt Harstead, Braden Hinch has 3 24s. Connor Ryan has 2 more besides his 2 25s. Matt Betcher has 1. Travis Gadian has 1. Trent Stemmen has 1. Jacob Christensen has 1. We have 4 girls, and in our conference, Olivia Holst is the 11th for girls, and Alondra Hinch is 17th. Now, I'm not sure how many girls there are, but that's pretty good. Olivia, she shot a 23 the other night in a terrible wind. Very proud of her. That was very good. I'd like to thank my helpers, Coach Dave and Jill Wolf, Christy Stemmen, Lydia Hinch, and Sherry Betcher. And I got what I call 2 Ironman, Cody O'Reilly and Trent Stemmen. They're always there waiting at the gate for me to get there, help me set up so we can get rolling. Thank you guys very much. We'll have our awards in 2 weeks after our final shoot. So I think that's all I got right now. Make it short and sweet so you can keep it rolling. Thank you. I forgot my list of participants. If you guys want to stand up, if all you guys that are doing trap, if you just stand up. And I can name off most of you, but thank you very much. It's amazing how these kids improve, just from 1 week to the next, just crazy. So, all right, who's next? Good luck. Baseball, Carter J. Ethan Carson. Thank you.
All right, we're your baseball captains. Now, after making it through another long winter spring, our record is 5-9 this season. Our highlights this season include beating Kenyon Wanamingo in 11 innings earlier this season, and beating Lester Prairie, a big section opponent. Also beating Triton both times in our doubleheader and going to the Wisconsin Dells for a good time, and not really much baseball again.
For the first time in possibly Goodhue history, we had a player get ejected from a game against Legacy Christian. We all know that the catcher was scared of Lucas Schumacher's hard hit at home plate. We've enjoyed this season with all the skills we have learned from our coaches and all the good times on the bus rides.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and supporting our games. We have senior night tomorrow night. We'd like for more people to come out and support us. And we start playoffs next week on Thursday, so if you could come out and watch that, that'd be great.
I'd last but not least, we would like to thank everybody for the biggest animal funeral Goodyear has ever seen. We were happy to give Pam the lizard the proper send-off. Now we turn it over to Coach Christensen.
Well, everyone, I'd like to start off by thanking everyone that's supported baseball throughout the year, over the years, especially my wife and kids, assistant coaches, Weezy and T. I'd like to introduce the letter winners this year. You guys can come up front and call your name. We'll start with the seniors. Cutter Danielson was all HBL in all section last year. Carson Workin, Colin Warren, Lucas Schumacher, Jay Dickey, Matt Betcher, of course the stat man, Carson Benda. Juniors, Logan Bernhofer, Connor O'Reilly, and Ethan Schaefer. Sophomores, Logan Ferguson, Logan Vogel, Riley Christensen. We do have 2 more home games this week. We got Thursday night, which is senior night, and Friday night against Randolph, big section opponent. And then, actually the playoffs start on Tuesday, if we're ready for that. So we'll see what happens there. You guys just want to give these guys a big round of applause?
This year so far we are 7-7 with our big win over Lake City on Monday. Alyssa Lundmeyer had a clutch hit in the 8th inning to finish the game. Another big win for us was our Byron win, where Haley had a walk-off home run, and it was even her birthday.
This year we got 3 more seniors, Kate, Monica, and Lexi to come out and play, and they've all been a great addition to the team. Lexi did a 2-run home run at our Triton game, which was super fun for her first year playing softball. We are going to be seated on Friday for playoffs, and our next game is on Thursday against Kenyon, which is also our senior night and parent night. So if you want something to do, you can come out and support us. And here's Coach Clark.
Could have the varsity team come up. As a coming up, as a first-year softball coach, I had many questions and didn't know what to expect. Last year, they lost a pitcher, a first baseman, second baseman, and third baseman. I knew we had a lot of great athletes, but I didn't know if we had athletes with softball IQs and experience. These athletes still have a drive to have fun while winning after a long winter and fall season. Can a 50-year-old guy still hit a softball and coach a little bit and teach them how to hit and field? Is this team too young to compete? In some games we have 2 freshmen and 4 or 5 sophomores. And Miss Schliessman, who is she? What's she all about? So many questions. Well, I quickly found out that these athletes know a little about softball, and watching them dance and play basketball and volleyball, they are very competitive. Our froggies and our sophomores are coming up big, and our juniors and seniors had some great leadership skills. It's been a perfect blend for this team. We're playing our best ball at the end of the season. Like Coach Wingy says, it's been frustrating with the weather. We're playing well. It's been fun seeing Tori Rader's progression as a starting pitcher for the first time. She's getting more and more control of her changeup and all of her pitches. And Miss Schliessman, well, she's doing pretty well too. She's doing a great job with the JV, as well as Miss Lundak and Miss Stair at their junior high levels. So we challenge everyone here to come out and watch our first subsection game on Monday night. Monday night, looks like that we'll probably be a 2 or 3 seed. For some of them, it's been a while. 2 or 3 seed. But for a little teaser, come out to our final game, which is tomorrow night, which we honor our seniors and also our parents that night, starting at 4:30 on field 4. So finally, could the seniors step up forward? All right. Some of these are first-time players. It's been awesome to have them out. They've helped out other programs super well for some of them, but we are sure glad that they came out this season. We all wish you well in whatever you decide. You can see on the screen, some are going to Eau Claire, some are going to La Crosse, Upper Iowa. So I wish them very, very well in what they ever do. I'm pretty sure with this group right in front of me, it's going to be something great. So thanks everyone for the field maintenance day, for our 1 hour fundraiser we had. We almost $2,000 went towards dugouts for next year. So we'll have brand new dugouts next year. And hope to see each and one of you out there tomorrow night and on Monday. Thanks everybody. Now we'll have the boys basketball season summary.
And we were this year's boys basketball captains. We ended the season 7-20, and we didn't anticipate to do that, but that's what happened. Besides that fact, we still found our ways to have fun and go out and have a good time playing basketball.
We had a lot of seniors this year, and the younger kids see the hard work that they've put in and what they've done for this program, and we're all going to miss them on and off the court. So
it was a really fun senior season, especially, and we really appreciate all the support and commitment from all of our coaches and the fans that we got all season long and every year, all the way since 5th grade. Starting out. It was a great senior year. We definitely made some great memories that we won't soon forget. There's a lot of potential in these young guys coming up and next year, and we wish the best of luck from our seniors. Here's our head coach, Matt Helps.
All right, I'd like to welcome our playoff roster up to the stage, as well as my assistant coaches. You guys can come on. We'll start off with Jordan Benson, Eli Hall, and Kyle Wolf. And then earning letters this year, sophomore Sam Peterson, juniors Sam Upsall, Jason Gorman, Ethan Schaefer, Logan Dorhofer, Luke Wallaker, Connor O'Reilly. Seniors Dawson Evenson, Jay Christensen, Carson Benda, Lucas Schumacher, Jay Dickey, Chris Poncelet, Samuel Hinch, Seth Hinch, and Justin Tomford. season highlights. This is the third year that our boys earned Section 1A academic champs. So they are all receiving that award from the Minnesota State Boys Basketball Coach Association. They're also receiving a booklet that has all of our season stats and highlights and a few other things. Our main basically emphasis this year was on service, and so we did 2 service projects. One was we raised $500 for Coaches vs. Cancer, and then before our Rochester Lure game, we stopped in and bought some gifts for Toys for Tots. So we had a lot of good athletes, but even better people on the team. I think that's something for us to very much be proud of. All right, individually, we'll start off with our Derek McNamara Teammate Award, in memory of Derek, of course. And this goes to someone, first of all, there's a lot of different individuals this could have gone to with the quality of people and the seniors that we had. And this individual, I never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. I never knew what line he was going to trip on. I never knew when he shot it, like what part of the gym it was going to hit. But he was really, really fun to have on the team, and we'll certainly miss him and his attitude. So the Derek McNamara Teammate Award goes to Jay Dickey. All right, the next one is our most improved player, and this student did just that. A guy who was not with us last year, he was in the wrestling program, but we're very, very happy that he came out for basketball this year. Started off in the JV, really improved himself, and it didn't take us too many games as coaches to see that he could play. And so we look forward to him having a really, really nice year for us next year. Congratulations to our most improved, Connor O'Reilly. And then next we have our most valuable player, and as we recognize this individual, he earned HBL All-Conference. He was Post Bulletin Honorable Mention. He was Republican Eagles second team. Next year will be his third year as our boys basketball captain. He was and continues to be a very versatile player. The kid plays a ton, he's in the gym a ton, and it just goes to show that hard work does pay off. Most valuable player, congratulations, Sam Upsall. First of all, I'd like to thank our administration. Mr. Weemies had a heck of a year with all the rescheduling, as he's mentioned. I want to take time to thank all the assistant coaches, from Mr. Stanton to Mr. Poncelet, Mr. Ebner, and Mr. DeWeese, all their time away from their family and or dogs. And I'd like to thank parents for their continued support of the program. I also want to just make note that our golf tournament is on Friday, June 28th. And we want you to play. If you're willing to, come out and play, and if not, you can donate a raffle prize or help us out in some regard. Big thank you to all the senior parents. There were 10 sets of parents, and I can't thank them enough for all their support throughout all their years. And we're looking forward to having a nice year next year. There's a lot of guys that are already putting time into the gym. Hopefully that shows improvement down the road. And lastly, thank you athletes for all the work that you put in. We say it all the time, it's not easy to be Goody Boys basketball players, but you do us proud. So thank you athletes. And next, Lexi and Kate for girls basketball. Thank you.
It was a battle, and none of us will forget Cato hitting the three-pointer to end the game, bringing the title to Goody. The celebration was brief because his team had their sights set on bigger goals. You see, the ups and downs of the season revealed we were capable of great things.
Then postseason play began. We all knew that Section 1 was loaded with talent and we would have to meet some very good teams to win the title. We faced familiar rivals, Hayfield and Lyle Pacelli. We know them and they know us, and it's always a battle. In the end, we were holding the section championship trophy. It's always a good feeling to beat LP.
State bound. We received the number 2 seed, and our opponent by random draw was Mount Iron. I questioned the random part of the bracket, and I found out later my mom wanted any team but MIB in the first round. Coach Weeby reassured us he knew how to prepare for MIB, and we got back to the gym and began to work. It wasn't easy, but we beat MIB for the second time in our season.
Next up, Monaga. Things were looking good, and then we found ourselves down by over 10 points. Our parents and fans never gave up, and neither did this team. Some of my best memories of my senior season will be of that game. Jaws connecting on some big drives to the hoop, Ari hitting the 2 most important free throws of the season. We were labeled the Cardiac Cats after that win by Mr. Halverson. On the final day of the basketball season, we found ourselves in the state championship against Minneota. Minneota was a tough team, and we came up short as the game ended. We finished second in state, and we have a lot to be proud of.
The wins and losses of the season will one day be forgotten. The trophies and awards will begin to collect dust, but there are moments and memories I will never forget. I will remember all the Wisconsin Dells trips over the years, the state trips, and all the memorable seasons over the past 4 years. I've had the opportunity to play with many wonderful girls who have become my best friends. Basketball is a big part of my life, and it's taught me many lessons. I have made so many memories playing the game that I will cherish forever.
And I'll never forget the memories made with my teammates, the games played on our home court, and especially the accomplishments we made my senior year. This team will always be something I can look back on with some of my most memorable high school moments. I want to finish by thanking everyone for an amazing season. I also want to wish next year's team the best of luck. Goodhue basketball is something very special, so enjoy every moment. Enjoy what it means to be a part of this team. Here's Coach Weeby.
Thank you, ladies. Great job. So we did have a great season, and they summed it up very, very well. The 26-7 overall record, 13-3 in the HVL. It's the first time we've ever won the HVL championship in our girls program. So that was pretty exciting. We were also academic section champions. The 3.904 GPA, I didn't know that number existed. That is incredible. And then, of course, as I mentioned, the section champions and state runner-up. So a very, very fun season, and a lot of great kids that we got to do it with. Let's bring up our entire team here. We already have our seniors, Lexi Lodemeyer and Kate Upsall. And Coach Upsall will have a book to hand to everybody as they're coming up. It'd be great if you stayed in that order, though. So Lexi and Kate. Our juniors, Natalie Heeman, Micaiah King. Our sophomores, Madison Benda, Hannah Gadian, Alyssa Lodemeyer, Tori Rader, Ariana Tomford. Our freshmen, Jocelyn Carlson and Annika Schaefer. And our playoff roster members, Brooke Buck, Tori Miller, and Jenna Ryan, along with our managers, Alexis Schaefer and Elizabeth Gady. We'll move on to our most improved player, and this is someone who really embraced her role, became more comfortable as the year went on, seemed to gain confidence, and every time she sat on the floor, had a knack for big moments, especially I think in the section final, big offensive rebound and putback when we needed it, sparking our defense against Monaga when the comeback started. Our most improved player this year is Hannah Gadian. And we we started this a while ago, we call it our SIAC Awards, kind of the little mantra that we have. And we'd like to recognize someone who was a non-starter, someone that just, again, embraces the role, supports the team on and off the floor. And this was a sophomore, and really it could have gone to, I mean, we had a season like we had, a group like we have. Every single player we had embraced their role and supported each other. It was a ton of fun on and off the floor. But as organized by our team, we had a sophomore really truly did anything day one to this day. And our SIAC recipient was going to go to Maddie Betta. Still cheering. Just some other recognitions that I wanted to go through, hopefully kind of quickly. Tori Rader was named to the Honorable Mention All-Conference in the HBL. Jocelyn Carlson was named the All-State Tournament team. And I love this picture. Maybe it doesn't show up real well, but that was not called a foul. It was in the state finals in the first half. I mean, I'm over it, but it was not called a foul. Just the outpouring of support from our community was really incredible. And, you know, all the work and extra effort that our parents go through, I hope we don't take it for granted. It really is something. I want to mention our youth programs and our youth teams. Here's some of their members here. All of our youth teams did very well at all of our lower levels. A big reason is because we got a great coaching staff. Here we have assistant coaches John Russian and Mark Upsall. Michaela Miller did our 7th grade. Bob Bitson did our 8th grade. Each one of those teams won 20 or more games. Each one. And so we've got great coaches at every single level that work very hard. We got this guy, Brett Gadian, not only a fashion trendsetter, but he's done so much work for us with recording our games and uploading film to Huddle, or his crossover. It just saves an incredible amount of time. Very appreciative of that. I want to recognize my family, all the support that they've given me throughout all the time. And not only that, but just the influence that you girls have on them. I'm so grateful that they get to be around you and be influenced and inspired by you. I don't have Jen on that picture, but she's in it. I just think all the support our school district gives us with send-offs and the flexibility of our staff, with all the stuff that goes on, and we're really grateful for that. And then, of course, we just got great student following. That makes it so much fun to do the things that we do. So those are some things we want to recognize. Now I want to talk a little bit about our two seniors, who are Kate and Lexi, really a couple special kids. It's easy to lump them together. They're just two captains. They have a lot of similarities. As their growth over the time has been very similar, but really unique individuals and unique players at that. Although they both were all conference in the HBL this year, both were academic all-state, which is great. Both made the all-state tournament team. Kate was honorable mention all-state, which is a pretty difficult thing to make. And Lexi was first team all-state, and Lexi got to play in the all-star game representing Class A. So Kate and Lexi, congratulations on all the amazing things you did this year. The final message I just wanted to give is that it takes a lot of courage to dream big like these kids did and have goals that require extraordinary work and effort. It takes a lot of guts. There's a good chance that you're going to fall short. And this season, you ladies put everything on the line. You dared to be great. You accomplished something that's a very special feat. The state tournament preview asked all the coaches, who asked me, like, what's your number one thing? What's the biggest reason for your success? And most people say, we're really quick, or we got great shooters. And my answer was, we have great chemistry. And that was an easy answer for me to come up with. We have great chemistry, and this collective group is greater than maybe the sum of its parts. But that's a great lesson, that when you have a group like this that has one goal and one focus collectively, you can do great things. So congratulations on all you've done this year. Thank you for being such a special coach. Girls basketball team, thank you. And next up is our cross-country captains.
season, along with the rest of our who couldn't make it tonight. This year we had one of our most eventful seasons. To start, we got new head coach, Kate Turnis. With her stepping up and being our assistant coach for 2 years, she brought new workouts, running tips, and ways to make us work hard. Along with the new coach, Mr. Sanjay became the new assistant. He was a great asset to have around during the season to not only encourage us, but also to push us to exceed our limits.
Next, we had some very strong individual runners this year as well. Alex Bean, an 8th grader, set the school's record for the fastest time at 23 minutes and 9 seconds. The best time of the season for boys is also set by 8th grader Bo Jagger for 19 minutes and 22 seconds.
Unfortunately, this year we didn't make it to state, but we did place 9th in the Zabrota meet. 2 of our meets were also canceled for flooding and wet courses. To future runners, just make sure that you stay in shape throughout the summer and work hard during practices because it really pays off. However, don't forget to have fun because in the long run of the season, it really does go quickly. Now we have Coach Turner's confidence.
We were also joined by assistant coach Jeff Sanju this year, and he did a phenomenal job helping us out. And now I would like to bring up the following letter winners and award winners to the stage. Becca Elbers, Madison Bartholomew, Madison Betcher, Lexi Kallstrom, Trent Heitman, Trey Heitman, Kelby Heitman, Bo Jager, Lexi Lodemeyer, Jen Para, Mary Poncelet, Megan Greenstein, Ellie Smith, Emma Tomford, Jeffrey Simonson, and Alex Bean. Alright, so now we have a couple awards here. First up, we have our most improved girl. This girl is a hard worker. She's determined. She is very supportive of others. She has improved 4 minutes from the first meet to our last meet. Congratulations, Lexi Kallstrom. Next up, we have our most improved boy. This male kept on getting better and better throughout the season. He ran the fastest time of 19 minutes and some seconds. Actually, oh sorry, I spoke too fast. This is our most improved is Jeffrey Simonson. He ran his first 5K this season and he really stepped up to the plate. Congrats, Jeffrey. Varsity runner. She set the school girls record of 23 minutes and 9 seconds. She's quite the competitor and we're looking forward to having her back next season. Congratulations, Alex. Our next award goes to our most valuable runner, boy. He has also ran varsity for the last 2 years. He works hard every meet, every practice. He ran throughout the summer as well. He is an awesome person to get to know. He ran 19 minutes, 22 seconds at our HBL section meet. Congratulations, Bo Jager. And our last award of the night goes to the most spirited runner. She is here tonight. This girl, you can see her on every boys, girls, JV, middle school race. She would be out there cheering along everyone. even the other schools. She was very supportive, energetic. You could hear her voice everywhere. The most spirited award goes to Ellie Smith. We have a couple seniors this year, Megan, Jen, Lexi, Mary, and Zach. Thank you all for making this a wonderful season. Best of luck in your future endeavors. I would like to extend a thank you to all our wonderful parent volunteers we had this year. Even though our Goodyear home meet was not able to happen due to weather, we still appreciate their help. We appreciate their help with the splash and dash as well. That would not have been able to occur without the wonderful parent volunteers. Thank you to every one of you guys. You made this year excellent. I can't wait for the fall. Thank you. To bring up the football captains.
We're the 2018 Goodyear football captains. To start off, we'd like to talk about our first game home against Wabasha Kellogg. Many of you may remember that first points were not scored by us, but by Wabasha, because we punted and they blocked the ball, which ended up them scoring a touchdown. And if I remember right, I watched Poncelet have whatever he had in his hand, throw it in the air, and say some words, but that's okay. And we ended up defeating Wabasha Kellogg 27-8, and we went on to beat Willow and Connor 38.
Next on our agenda was hosting Kennewamingo's homecoming. We came out really slow, then started to light a fire under us, and we scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter to give us the lead, and another touchdown in the third quarter, winning against KW 28-0. Next, we were in Hayfield, holding them to -9 rushing yards, thanks to our defense. To start the second half, Carter Danison returned a 92-yard kickoff for a touchdown. The final score was 40-0.
Our first loss happened in Blooming Prairie, and we don't have much to say about it. They were a good and competitive team. We ended up losing 14-20. Luckily, we were able to bounce back the next week against the tough Rushford-Peterson team, and we won 14-7. We then beat Kingsland and Southland pretty easily, which gave us good momentum heading into the playoffs.
We started off the playoffs home against Wabasha Kellogg. We came out very strong, putting up a lot of points, 36 to be exact. To show our competition, we were coming for that section title. We went on to beat Rushford-Peterson 20-7 in our second playoff game. Finally, the section finals against Blooming Prairie. We came out very slow in the first half, not scoring at all. BP scored twice. We worked our way back by scoring twice in the third, however, still being behind by 2 points. Blooming Prairie pulled ahead with us trailing right after in the fourth, but we still couldn't pull off. Losing 28-18, we ended our season and
some advice for our future players: work hard on and off the field, have dedication, and keep focusing, it'll take you a long way. Also, live in the weight room. It helps out a lot. I mean, with me or pretty big guys, I'd say. The seniors would like to say a huge thank you to all the coaches for pushing us to be the best players that we can be, our teammates, the leaders, and parents giving us their time to come watch us and cheer us on, especially the fans, anyone who else helped us along the way for the past couple of years. Thank you. Here's Coach Poncelet and the rest of the coaches.
Okay, we're going to fill the stage up here with all of our letter winners. Start with our seniors. Carson Benda, Carter Danielson, Lucas Schumacher, Jacob Christensen, Kelby O'Reilly, Bjorn Otterness, Dawson Evenson, Jay Dickey, John Kwadi, Kelby O'Reilly, Colin Warren, Seth Hinch, Matt Betcher, and Cody O'Reilly. Our juniors, Cole Melson, Sam Upsall, Connor O'Reilly, Peyton Plank, Kyle Schoenfelter, Eli Hall. Our sophomores, Baxter O'Reilly, Riley Christensen, E. Husband, Connor Ryan, Sam Peterson, Logan Ferguson, and Bannon Donovan. Our freshmen, Maddox O'Reilly, Cody Lohman, Blake Carlson, Cameron Mandelko, and Ethan Mattis. Our managers, Sean Mattis, Nathan Beck, Lucas Erickson, and Jacob Ryan. Our film and stat guys, Lucas Bortz, Ryan Bortz, Luke Walker, and Kenny Schaefer. These are our letter winners this year. As they're still coming up here, just a few things. These guys had a 3.12 GPA, which got us a silver award. We did have one that made All-State Academic. That's having the GPA and stats to back it, and that was Carter Danielson, All-State Academic. We had one that made All-State Academic honorable mention, and that was Caleb O'Reilly. Good job, Caleb. We had 7 that made the All-District team. Cody O'Reilly, Kelby O'Reilly, Caleb O'Reilly, Carter Danielson, Jacob Christensen, Sam Upsall, and Kyle Schoenfelter. Those guys were all district. All district honorable mention, we had 3. Lucas Schumacher, Bjorn Otterness, and Baxter O'Reilly, honorable mention. One other thing, it doesn't happen every year, but this year we had the district lineman of the year. And this is voted on by the other coaches in our district. It's pretty neat. And this year, Cody O'Reilly was voted District Lineman of the Year. Let me tell you a little story with Cody. He got baptized on varsity. He was a sophomore down in Fillmore, I think it was, and they had a really good defensive line. He was playing tackle, and they're blitzing off the edge. And Cody's swimming. Cody's reeling a little bit. Cody was frustrated with football. But what a great lesson. Now, here's a sophomore. What a great lesson to the other guys. He asked a ton of questions, watched a ton of film, and literally got in the way. Look at the kid. So I'm just super excited for Cody to win that award. Congratulations, Cody. We had 4 that made the all-area, Republican Eagle all-area team, and that's Caleb, Kelby, Cody, and Kyle Schoenfelter. And then we had Carter Danielson with honorable mention from the Republican Eagle. We have post bulletin. We got 1 that made the all-area team, and that is Cody O'Reilly. And 4 with the honorable mention, Carter, Kelby, Caleb, and Kyle Schoenfelter. Okay, on to the most improved. This guy got better and better. I think he had his coming out party at the game down in Blooming, and somebody that we really relied on as the season went on into the playoffs. But got better and better as the year went on. Both sides of the ball averaged 10.8 yards per carry. I don't know why I just gave him the ball every time. That'd be a first down. At 283 yards receiving and 9 touchdowns. Was involved in 96 tackles, 14 for a loss, 5 sacks. The sky's the limit for him next fall. Kyle Schoenfelter is the most. A little footnote with that. University of North Dakota was in seeing him this week, as well as South Dakota State, so he's got some options next year. Our most valuable player was a complete player in both sides, or in all aspects of the game. 300 yards rushing, 359 receiving, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a threat to score every time he touched the ball. Was a leader on and off the field. Carter Danielson was voted MVP this year. Also with Carter, this guy won the Minnesota Vikings Community Captain Scholarship. For this, he received the following. It wasn't close. He got to tour the new Vikings practice facility. He got this little meet and greet with Harrison Smith and Brian O'Neill. He was introduced on the field at halftime of the Miami Dolphins game. They made a $1,000 donation in his name to the Children's Hospital. And now Carter sleeps on a new sleep number bed because they threw that in there as well. So Carter is very deserving of this award, and I just want to say congratulations to him again. Good job, Carter. Just a few notes. I want to brag about these seniors a little bit. Each year, these guys won a Team Academic Award. In their 4 years in the program, they helped raise over $2,300 for tackle cancer. These guys always accepted their roles. I think of Kelby, he's a running back his whole life. We need an alignment. Kelby goes in, I'll do it. All these guys have that attitude. You got to accept your roles to have success. These guys always did that. In their freshman through senior years at varsity, they went 36-10 and played in 2 state tournaments. This year, the 2018 defense, led by these seniors, were lights out. Finished the season only allowing 6.2 points per game, which is the best defense in the state in Class A. Pretty special group. I got a lot of positive comments about them from opposing coaches on how they play the game. So I just want to say thank you for always representing our school and community with class, and we hope to see you guys on the sideline next year. Thank you, guys. Just a few thank yous as they're heading out. Our assistant coaches, Halverson, Ebner, Flynn, Derek, Schofield, and Stanton. My wife and kids for putting up with me being gone all fall. Mike Bayseth, who does a ton for us. Where's Lexi at? Lexi helped with the stat books. She was the chosen one for my student service. Jen Dorhofer, who we always keep busy in the fall. Mr. Weemy, the admin, the office staff, everyone that helps out our programs. Photo Faye. Next year's captains are Sam Upsall, Kyle Schoenfelter, Connor O'Reilly, and Baxter O'Reilly. And once again, thank you to seniors and to the underclassmen. Wait for it. Your football starts in 88 days, fellas. Thank you, guys. Kate and Elise, our next football.
And we were this year's captains for the volleyball team. Our 2018 volleyball season record finished with 15-15, and this was one of our team goals, so we met it. We made it to the 3rd round of playoffs, but unfortunately lost that game to Medford, who eventually went on to get 2nd in state this year. But although our season was short, we had many memorable matches and memories.
One of our best favorite memories was after our Kenyon game, which we lost. We had a team powwow, which is like a bonding thing in the locker room that united us to compete with Casson at their homecoming game. That happened like during school, so everyone got out to go watch that, which was super fun. Another memory was when all the girls were shoved in the boys' locker room during the tornado storm. And we did team cheers and messed up their stereo. Sorry, guys. Then another game was our playoff game to go to the Civic Center against Hayfield. We lost the first 2 games, but came back and won the next 3, which was super fun. And in the 3rd game to 15, we were down 10 to 13. And our young freshman Jocelyn in the middle back serving, and we were able to pull out a win, which was awesome.
The team this year was very bonded, and all of us felt more like family than just teammates. To wrap up our speech, we want to congratulate Hannah and Tori and Allison as next year's volleyball captains. You guys are going to do great, and we can't wait to see how the 2019 Goody volleyball team does. Thank you. Here's Coach Bauer.
All right, varsity girls, if you'll pop up here and I'll announce your names on your way up. So this is our playoff roster team. We've got Jada Both, Natalie Heeman, Abby Mangan, Alyssa Lodemeyer, Kate Halith already up here, Allison Alms, Hannah Hadient, Michaela Holt, Jocelyn Carlson, Abby Majerus, Ariana Tomford, Monica Atkinson, Maddie Benda, Tori Rader, with our managers Chelsea Lexington and Eliza Aldor. As they're getting situated here, the girls mentioned our next year's captains. They've got some big shoes to fill. Kate Elise did an amazing job this year, bringing the girls together. Like she said, it was truly a family that we had up here. Best team I think that has ever worked together and been up here. So very proud of these girls for all they accomplished. This is our second year since I've been here in a row going down to Mayo. So it's fun to see volleyball kind of getting a shift and seeing that confidence come up with our program, and I'm really excited for the next couple of years. So here are our letter winners. We've got Allison Alms, Eliza Altendorf, Monica Atkinson, Jada Vogt, Hannah Gadient, Michaela Holt, Natalie Heeman, Chelsea Lexfold, Abby Majerus, Abby Mangan, Kate Upsall, Tori Rader, Ariana Tomford, and Elise Timpke. We had Kate Upsall as our only all-conference player. And then we had 3 all-conference honorable mentions. It was Hannah Gadient, Tori Rader, and Elise Timpke. And like every other coach has said up here, really proud of the academics that this team has had. We, as a team, got the gold for all-state academic, and 3 individuals were all-state academic: Elise Timpke, Jada Both, and Kate Upsall. All right, the Post Bulletin had also honored some of our girls to be the all-area honorable mention team. So that goes to Hannah Gadient, Kate Upsall, and Tori Rader. And we also vote as a team for different awards. So our MVP, which I couldn't agree more, she came out and had just a fantastic season. Really came out of her shell this year. A lot of fun to watch her grow. Our MVP was Kate Upsall. For our most improved, it was really fun to truly see the confidence grow in this player when it came to communication on the court, her hits, her blocks, everything. So congratulations to Abby Majerus. We also do a Spirit Award. So just thinking about the most positive human being I think to ever be on the volleyball team. Really, truly embraced her role on the team and cheered everybody on. Congratulations to Monica Atkinson. A couple of quick thank yous here. Mr. Weeby had mentioned it, but Brett Gadian, thank you so much for all of your filming and uploading. Truly a huge stress reliever. We really appreciate that. Jen Dorhofer for helping us stay healthy. All of my assistant coaches. Very fun group this year. And then thank you, of course, to the parents for all the dinners, the photos. My favorite part, though, they had mentioned our Hayfield game. I believe it was Mr. Elpsall and Brett decided to run out with the girls with the purple flags and do a lap around the opposing team, and Hayfield's coaches and fans were kind of like, yeah, we should probably take some notes from these parents. It's just so fun to have that much support, and I think some little sisters were in there too. I don't know if that's legal or not, but we did it, and it was a lot of fun, so got the girls pumped up, so thank you very much for that. Same thing as every other coach has said, seniors, will you step up? Truly a great group of girls, so much fun to work with. Thank you for all your years in the volleyball program. We will miss you tremendously, and we wish you the best of luck in the future, girls. Now the dance captains will come up.
I'm Reagan, this is Jada. We were the captains for the 2018-2019 dance team. Some would say this was a record year for us. In our conference, we placed fourth, which then we also brought home 2 first-place trophies and placing fifth in sections. Made for a great season, considering we competed against Cannon Falls, Lake City, Catskills, and Rhoda, who went all around the state multiple times. For our sections, we ranked 3rd in our section 2, for a good chunk of our season, which would have qualified us for state, but unfortunately we did not make it.
We're only having a jazz team for 2 years now. We competed more competitively and definitely have improved since last year. This new experience for us has not allowed us to place very high competitions, but we're making progress and we're having fun with it along the way. We placed something 11th in sections, which is a few places higher than last year. And because of our partly new jazz team, we have been given great memories to help us remember the season. Sometimes our ensemble would play during marking, or we would have some mess-ups during performance. But overall, we had a memorable season, and we can't wait for what next year will bring.
Some advice we'd like to give is to always try hardest at practice, even if you don't want to, and you only get what you give. So with that in mind, maybe next year we can put a date on our banner. And here are our coaches, Ashley and Shai.
Here we are. Okay, hello. My name is Ashley Casson. I am the head coach here for the Banquet Wildcats dance team. Beside me is Shiranda Hornick, my assistant coach, and I have another assistant coach, Leah Buck, who could not make it tonight. It has been such a blessing coaching these remarkable young ladies for the past 2 years now, and the memories and experiences formed will never be forgotten. As coaches here, we not only want to educate our athletes on the sport of dance, but most importantly, instruct them on how to become an advantageous member of the team. Our job is to guide dancers to improve life skills of respect, determination, and working together as one, and helping them exceed personal and team goals. With their hard work this season, they were able to improve dramatically from the last season And for the majority of our season this year, we kept a 3rd place ranking in our section, which means we would have had a trip to state. So hopefully next year, like Reagan said, we can put our name on the banner. With that said, I would like to thank you girls for an amazing dance season and the lasting memories. Also, I'd like to thank Goodhue School and the community for allowing me to have this opportunity to coach these girls. Thank you to my assistant dance coaches, Shai and Leah, for providing much needed support. They are both incredibly knowledgeable and help this team improve immensely. Lastly, thank you parents and volunteers for all of your hard work and support. Our season would not have moved this smoothly without you. So now I would like to announce the 2018-2019 letter winners. So please come up as I say your name. Seniors, Jada Both, Megan Ringheisen, Elise Tipke, and Jen Para. Juniors, Reagan O'Connor, Becca Alpers, Alexis Ferguson, and Caitlin Peters. Sophomores, Eliza Altendorf, Aaliyah Benson, Lacey Lumen, Haley Ponslet, Erin Schumacher, Reagan Wagner. Freshmen, Lindsay Mangan, Grace Tomford, and in 8th grade, Tally Stair. While they come up on stage, I'd also like to recognize my managers for this year. They were Annika Owen and Emily Urzua. They put so much time and effort behind the scenes, and I appreciate everything that they do for us. So thank you to those 2 amazing ladies. Now I would like to recognize my all-conference and honorable mention athletes. These ladies have worked extremely hard this season and have done a great job motivating the other athletes to become stronger and more determined dancers. All 3 ladies have exceptional leadership and dance skills, and I am excited to see what the future has in store for them. So all conference in kick is Jada Both and Reagan O'Connor. Honorable mention in kick is Becca Alpers. All conference jazz, Reagan O'Connor. And honorable mention jazz is Jada Both. I forgot to put one of my awards on there, which is, I'll say it in a few seconds here. So I'll be presenting 4 additional awards that our team voted on this year. The first award I will be talking about is the most improved. There were 2 ladies that tied, so I will be presenting them both with awards. The first athlete joined dance for the first time this year as a senior. She came into the season with very little dance experience and left with improved skills and dance techniques. We are so proud of her and are excited to announce the Most Improved Dancer Award goes to Jen Para. Congratulations. The second dancer voted on by the dance team for the Most Improved Award was placed on varsity this year for the first time, and she nailed it. Her natural dance ability does not go unnoticed, and the improvement of skill from the beginning of the season to the end was outstanding. The second Most Improved Award goes to Grace Tomford. So Rookie of the Year isn't on there, but I'm going to present that one tonight. So this young lady, it's her first year in dance and made varsity, started off strong with her incredible natural ability to dance and only improved from there. She always put forth extra effort in giving all, not only at performances, competitions, but also at practice. She impressed us with her continuous work ethic before season started and throughout the entire season. So this award goes to Lindsay Mangan. Most Influential Award. So this dancer was a role model for all the girls in and out of dance. She is a leader that all team members look up to and had such a positive impact on this team. She exceeded at her leadership role as captain, being a junior, and had an increased level of leadership that the team wouldn't have been the same without. Her drive and motivation to not only improve herself, but as the team is remarkable. And this award goes to Reagan O'Connor. And my last valuable dancer, so MVD. This dancer always impressed us with her drive and creativity to improve our routine right from the beginning to the very end. She never wanted to take the easy route with choreography and dance skills and did a great job challenging herself and her teammates. Her ambitious leadership skills and dance ability is why she was voted on by her team as the most valuable dancer. This award goes to Jada Wolf. We also received the 2018 Teen Academic Award for having a GPA higher than a 3.3. We had an average GPA of a 3.64. So we are so proud of you girls for not only working hard at practices and performances and competitions, but also being motivated in the classroom. Congratulations. And then I would like to recognize my seniors, so if you'd like to step forward. My seniors this year are Jada Both, Megan Ringeisen, Elise Tipke, Jen Para, and Annika Owen. We coaches are so honored to have been able to coach you and wish you the best of luck when embarking on this new life journey. We love you and we will miss you dearly next year. May God bless you, ladies. We love you. Thank you again, Wildcat Dancers, for an incredible, memorable season, and I can't wait to see what next season has to bring. Thank you, and the captains for the wrestling team can come on up.
Hello, we are your 2018-2019 wrestling captains. I'm Caleb O'Reilly, and this is Caleb O'Reilly and Cody O'Reilly. I know what you're thinking. A lot of O'Reillys. You're probably sick of hearing the name. I've been following wrestling the last 6 years. I mean, I'm sick of people wondering if we're all brothers or cousins. You're not going to miss that. This year was definitely one to remember. The team ended the year with a 27-8 record. We had a short transition from football after a tough season, but everyone came into the wrestling room with an urge to accomplish a goal that had eluded us the past 2 years. In mid-November, we opened up the season with a tough duel against Kenyon Wanamingo, the eventual state Class A state runner-ups. We ended up losing the duel, but with that loss, we knew we had a lot of work to do. In the middle of January, the team went down to lacrosse to participate in the annual bi-state tournament. We finished with 7 medalists and a 3rd place finish with the Class A team race.
The following week, we had our section rivals, Board was epic. We ended up losing 30-34 in a tight duel. This close loss sent us a message to everyone in the section that we were contenders for the state tournament. But the team knew we still needed to stay focused and keep our eyes on the prize. February came, and in the hardest part of our schedule, over the course of the next 5 weeks, we racked up 17 dual wins, which also suffered a few international losses.
Then tournament time came. In the section bracket, we drew the number 2 seed. We received a bye the first round, then we wrestled a tough Lark team. We won the duel and moved on to the semifinals to face Chatfield on Saturday. In the semifinals, we edged a good Chatfield team, 33-27. On we went to the section finals for the 3rd straight year. We were up against Caledonia. They had upset the number 1 seeds of Road Mazeppa earlier that day. We hadn't faced Caledonia yet during the regular season, so we didn't know what to expect. The duel was probably one of the most exciting matches I've ever been a part of personally. There were plenty of toss-up matches we had to win, and every person knew they needed to give it their all if we were going to win. The duel was close throughout and came down to our undersized heavyweight, Cody O'Reilly. Cody O'Reilly was up 2-0 at the start of the 3rd period. It was his choice, and Coach Grant thought it was just a great idea to put him underneath a full heavyweight. Both of them, I'm sorry. And, late in the third period, Cody O'Reilly got thrown to his back, gave us all a heart attack. I lost my cool on the bench, but luckily he didn't get put to his back for back points, and he was able to get it away late in the third and edge out a 3-2 win and send us to the state tournament as section champs for the first time in 17 years here. The following week was individual sections, and we ended up sending 4 guys to the state tournament. Me, myself at 160, Cody at 220, and Caleb at 170. We all got section titles, and then Baxter wrestled 145, and he got second. He lost to a tough kid, but it's okay. March 3rd was the start of the state tournament. First we had team. We drew the number 1 seed right away. You guys know how that went. We lost 24-30 to a tough team. They eventually were the state champions. But we had a good tournament.
The following 2 rounds, we defeated Badger Green Bush 35-21, and first he went 38-23, turning us a 5th place finish and state consolation championship. The following 2 days, us 4 state entries did our best to try and bring home some more hardware. Baxter finished the tournament with a 6th place finish. I personally won a 5th place finish. Kelby ended up with 3rd place, and Caleb wrestled his final match in the section finals, finishing 2nd. State final.
To round it out, this year was definitely one to remember. A few wrestlers notched some notable milestones. Baxter and Cody notched their 100th wins. That was pretty awesome. And us seniors and captains are happy to be able to leave our mark on the program. We wish the best of luck to the underclassmen next year and the years to come. We would like to thank our parents, teachers, stat girls, coaches for all they have done. With that being said, here is
let's get all of our wrestlers. If you can come up here, and we'll get our letter winners, including our statisticians, Monica Atkinson, Madison Ferguson, Matt Betcher, Lucas Bortz, Ryan Bortz, Ethan Brewer, Riley Christensen, Travis Gadian, Braden Hinch, Cody Lohman, Carson Morgan, Baxter, these 3 are up here, Maddox, McKay, Bjorn Otternes, and Kyle Schoenfelder. So like I said, we had a really special season, and I'm really pleased with everything that they accomplished. The goal started last spring. A lot of work was put in by a lot of people in the off-season to make it happen. And as the other sports have talked about, good things happen when you put in effort and everyone works together towards that goal. Got some other season highlights up here if you want to take a look. But I know we're itching to get going here. We had a number of guys that got HVL All-Conference, and it's a really good section. We had a state runner-up, national ranked team, and a bunch of other teams that are right there from thick of things, state ranked and stuff like that. So for them to get All-Conference with such competition is fantastic. So they're getting their certificates. That would be Cody, Caleb, Kelby, Maddox, and Baxter, I believe. We had 9 medal sections this year, so those guys were all section. We talked about the guys, Cody and Baxter, achieving 100 wins. We had 4 guys making the state tournament, all of them medal. That's the first time. I've sent 4 up a handful of times, and most we got 3 medals this year.
was a program first with all 4. Academically, 3.56, something I stress to the guys that we want to get that gold mark. Academically, Caleb and Matt led our team with 3.7677 GPAs. At the state tournament, Caleb and Calgary were named all-tournament team. And yeah, just really fantastic. And then, like I said, it's a really special group that came together. We learned about the team each and every week as weight shifted, as people got healthy, as we welcomed people coming into the program that were able to fill an open weight class or 2. And so really pleased. It took everything we had just to get out of the section with 2 close duels there against Chatfield and Caledonia. And then to win duels up at state was just fantastic, going 2-1, taking 5th. A couple of awards then, and then I want to talk about the seniors. So I'll actually come back to them. But these are our seniors. I'll say a few words about them at the end. Our most improved wrestler this year, he came out for wrestling late and got better each and every day that he was in the room, week to week. In December, I couldn't have told you that he was going to do the things he was going to do for the team at sections and state. I don't think anyone was thinking it. And he continued to improve. He continued to work hard outside of the limelight, and his reward was being the darling of the media, getting on the front page of everything. So our most improved this year was Carson Morgan. And our most valuable wrestler, 6-year varsity starter, tied for second, actually tied for first, all-time career wins in Goodhue. He's going to be one of the best to put on a Goodhue singlet. You can see he's very proud. Finished his career, his last match in the state finals. Obviously, you know, when you have high goals, you want to give yourself a chance to win a state title. You've got to get to the state finals. Really pleased to have gotten to know him all these years. He's a great student. He's a great person. He's been a great leader for this group. He works well with others. Can't say enough good things about Caleb O'Reilly. So, if my seniors could take one step forward here, I want to recognize them. Okay? Well, Braden's not here, but he was a tremendous asset to our team. Can't discount that. I'm so glad he stayed in the program for 6 years, and every time he was given an opportunity, he stepped up to the plate and made his presence known and made good things happen for us. Bjorn wrestled for us all these years, tremendous worker. I think I've lifted weights with him year-round for the last 5 to 6 years. His dad bring him in the summer. I miss Bjorn and his personality, his smile. A great kid. Travis, 98 wins, 3-year starter. Just a great kid that comes from a wrestling family. He's fun to talk to too. You miss Travis and his dad yelling in the stands. Matthew was a tremendous asset this year. He was with us earlier in the years, came back to wrestling this year, and none of the things that happened to us as a team or even individually, he ended up even wrestling for a trip himself to the state tournament. He was in the true second match, finishing 3rd in sections. Kind of like Coach Poncelet talked about, guys that make a tremendous amount of progress, you know, like Cody had talked about in football. They ask questions, they're coachable, they're flexible, they're open-minded, and Matt had all those attributes, and again, none of these things happen at sections and state as a team without his presence. Carson, Just kept getting better every week, as we talked about. Some of the most electric matches were his matches at the state tournament. He was pinning people that on paper he should not have been putting to their back. But that's what makes wrestling fun, is when he goes out there and doesn't know who he's wrestling. Some of these guys are coachable and listen to the mindset. You can't just be psyched out by their record or this or that. So I appreciate his coachability. He didn't know he was supposed to beat them. I didn't even know. I was really excited to look over at Coach Mattis and go, what just happened? Okay, you're really excited. He goes, that wasn't supposed to happen. So Monica has been a great fan of wrestling. She's been a big supporter of these guys and the team. She's been a great help to me at events and then out of events, so I appreciate her. Caleb, we talked about, tremendous person on and off the mat. Kelby, where do we start here? 49 wins might be a single season record. I just don't have all of the old records. There's been a lot of good wrestlers that have gone through. 49 wins, 33 pins this year. He's going on to Wrestle Division 2. So excited to keep following his career. Had a pin streak. What was your pin streak this year? 22, 23. All through January and February, he didn't lose. He pinned every kid he faced right up until the second round of the state tournament for team. Had a few more pins after that. So tremendous wrestler, 5-year starter. He is 4th or 5th on the all-time career wins list behind 2 of his brothers. So there's that. Cody, great kid. Finished his career with 108 wins. And a great athlete, but more importantly, he's a great person with a great smile. I really enjoyed working with him. There's that smile. We had a lot of fun this spring and summer and fall and winter, lifting weights and hanging out, and he likes to pick on me, so that's okay. He's been a great guy, and this is your 2019 wrestling season and team, and they did a great job. Thank you. Okay, we can get Mr. Upsell here for the AAA and XL award winners.
Thanks, Mr. Grant. We'd like to take time before we get to our senior awards to recognize Chris Ponslett as Goodhue's 2018-2019 AAA Award nominee, and Sam Upsall as Goodhue's 2018-19 Excel Award nominees. Please come up. The purpose of the AAA Award is to recognize high school seniors who have excelled in academics, athletics, and the arts. This year's Goodhue School nominated Chris Ponslett. Chris, the son of Pete and Regina Ponslett, has participated in football and has played boys basketball and percussion with the band for all 4 years of high school. He is active in the National Honor Society and also enrolled in online college and the school courses while maintaining a very high GPA. The Excel Award recognizes high school juniors who are active in school activities, show leadership qualities, and do volunteer work. This year, Goodhue recognizes Sam Upsall. Sam, son of Troy and Tammy Upsall, has been a major contributor to his football and boys basketball teams while in high school. He has been active in the National Honor Society, Teens Leading Teens, student government, while also volunteering with youth sports and Feed My Starving Children. Sam Upsall and Chris Ponslett, congratulations. Again, Goodhue High Schools and the surrounding communities would like to recognize these two for their achievements and these nominations. We would also encourage more student athletes to apply for these awards next year so that we can recognize more kids who deserve it. Now, we recognize our seniors.
Final recognitions here tonight will be our senior awards. I'm going to give a couple announcements before we bring seniors up here. Physicals over the summer. Students going into 7th and 10th grade are going to need a physical, and to be able to list and dates of different places offering those physicals, you can call Sheila and you can get that information. Concussion test, we took that today for everyone going into 9th and 11th grade. If you missed it today, you will need to call Red Wing Clinic and ask for Leah Ploss and get that scheduled before next year starts. I was asked to remind that summer rec registration is this Friday, the 17th. There will not be late registration, so please get that turned in. If you're a first-time letter winner and you want the Chanel G, the actual letter, just come on into the office and ask for that. We'll have a letter jacket representative coming to the school in the fall if you're interested in getting the jacket. And then the rules meeting is not that far away, August 5th at 7 p.m. If you do your physical, online form, pay your fee, if you have everything done by noon of the 5th, that night you'll be able to pick up your pass to play. When we're done here, we've been asked if we could get the chairs stacked kind of in that goofy corner thing underneath the Wildcat. I believe Chuck's going to help us direct us. The tables outside of Mrs. Sandra's room on this side of the wall, stacked upright. And I know that Faye would like to get pictures with the award winners up front, most valuables and improved and stuff like that when we're finished here. Okay, let's announce our seniors and bring them up here. I get this information from them responding to a form. So they put on their recognitions, the years that they've lettered. And as we'd like to start doing recently is just to kind of save till the end and try to promote our three-sport MSHSL athletes and save them for the end. So if you hear your name called, please come up and receive your senior athletic award and stand up here on the stage. You get Monica Atkinson in volleyball, softball, Jacob Christensen in football, boys basketball, Carter Danielson in football and baseball, Dawson Evenson in football and boys basketball, Travis Gadian in wrestling, Samuel Ray Hinch in boys basketball, Seth Hinch in football, boys basketball, clay target, Gavin Hokinson, clay target, Paige Holst in softball, Michaela Holt in volleyball and girls basketball, Alexandra Lodemeyer in girls basketball and softball, Abby Mangan in volleyball and wrestling stats, Caleb O'Reilly in football and wrestling, Kelby O'Reilly in football and wrestling, Cody O'Reilly in football, wrestling, and clay target, Bjorn Otterness in football and wrestling, Jennifer Para, cross country, dance team, Christopher Ponslett, football stats, boys basketball, Jonathan Quaddy, football and baseball, Megan Ringeisen in cross country and dance team, Zachary Smith, cross country, Trent Steven, clay target, Justin Tomford, football stats, boys basketball, Jada Ray Voth, volleyball, dance team, and softball stats. And saving our three-sport athletes here for the end. I'm calling Carson Benda because that entry just isn't fair. But football, boys basketball, and baseball for Carson. Matthew Betcher in football, wrestling, and baseball. I also know he shoots clay target too. Jay Dickey, football, boys basketball, and baseball. Carson Morgan, football, wrestling, and baseball. Kate Upsall, volleyball, girls basketball, softball. Lucas Schumacher, football, boys basketball, and baseball. And Elise Tippy, volleyball, dance team, and softball. Give Elise a second to get up here. Oh, you need to take your time. We have a better way of squeezing in here, but let's hear it for our 2019 senior athletes. That will conclude our evening. If we could help with the chairs and tables. Thank you so much for recognizing these athletes tonight. Let's go cheer on our softball and baseball teams in their final weeks. Have a great